United Nations has warned that the number of persons affected by malnutrition and hunger in the world could double as a result of the coronavirus pandemic. Already, over 2 million children are said to be suffering from acute malnutrition in Nigeria. And given the latest projection of the UN, experts are calling on the governments to enact measures to forestall a looming hunger pandemic. Our correspondent has more in this next report.
In April, the United Nations World Food Programme announced that the world is at risk of widespread famines of biblical proportions caused by the coronavirus pandemic. The global health crisis and the resultant lockdown imposed by many countries has led millions to the brink of starvation. Back home in Nigeria, experts are worried that a situation of extreme poverty, hunger and malnutrition could result into a serious child rights crisis in the country.
There are in the neighborhood of 2.53 million Nigerian children that are severely malnourished that require urgent attention so that they will not end up being part of the mortality figures. COVID-19 will increase this number dramatically. When people are mobile, they can source a couple of things for themselves. But in situations where they are not mobile, then the means of livelihood is curtailed simply because we want to ensure that we do not have community transmission, which is also legitimate, which is also good, but it also has this negative impact. So those who are weak within our system become weaker with COVID-19. And those who are relatively strong, they will also become weak.
As many vulnerable persons claim they are yet to receive any of the federal government's palliative packages, there are also concerns that the socio-economic impact of COVID-19 could push many households to resort to desperate measures for survival.
We really have a whole problem on our hand in the rural areas, where people will think that, yes, in the rural areas, there's land. After all, the means of construction of houses, they use thatch and mud. Go there and see the number of people that stay in a room in those places too. A particular set of people are the ones that are receiving. They are receiving from churches, receiving from mosques, receiving from government, receiving from the wealthy people. And there are other people who do not have access, who may not have had the opportunity to get. So in other climes, what would have been ideal is to have one common basket, and then you can be able to trace how it goes.
In the midst of the negatives, nutritionists are advocating for additional counseling on dietary intake, which could strengthen the body's immune system against all forms of diseases, including the coronavirus. Adekunle, TV360 Nigeria.